Good day to you. My name is Peter Jordan. In this video, I am following on from the previous video talking about the grooming process that the predators use to pounce upon our children. In this section, I'm going to kick off with the social media and how the predators use computers to track and influence our children through the social media. Safeguarding our children. Learn about computers so you can monitor your child's use and place limits on where it is that they can surf the web. These facilities are on most operating systems these days. Please do your research on how to use them and put it in place. If you don't know how, just Google it, or go to YouTube and just Google on YouTube how to protect or how to limit access for my child on the internet. There's lots of videos like that out there to help you. Spend quality time with your children, thereby preventing them from depending on computer technology for recreation, communication, and companionship. Kids and technology go hand in hand these days, and virtually every child has a smartphone. Please put blocks on where your child can surf the web. Keep the home computer in a public area of the house. Do not ever allow the child to give out personal information online. They are never to use their real name or address or phone number unless you sanction it. This is so important because this is what they search for, and they pray and they manipulate the children to give it to them. There is no end to their creativity to do this, really. Don't ever allow a child to meet someone face to face they have met online without you being present. Even better for you to check up, first of all, find out what is going on and why did they set up a whole relationship with your child. Remember that people online may not be who they seem. A 12-year-old girl may actually be a 40-year-old man. Oh, this happens so frequently. In my practice, this has come up time and time again. Please, they all get sucked in. They think it is above board. Though they are not foolproof, consider purchasing and installing a pornography blocking software package, such as a Cyber Sitter or Surfwatch or Cyber Patrol or Rated PG or Net Nanny. Oh, there's so many on them, but find one that you can really work with easily. Periodically check the websites your children are visiting and look at the files they are storing. All of these are held in your web browser. Okay, you can go into the history part of that and go and have a look and see what are they doing and where are they going. You can no more leave your children alone to travel the information highway than you can to leave them in Times Square in New York. Important message. From a statistics point of view, an epidemic of child molestation is spreading across the USA and other countries in the world at a rapid rate. Yet few people are aware that 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 7 boys will be molested by the age 18. I'll say it again, 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 7 boys. So that's 33% of all girls and 15% of all boys will be molested by the age 18. And molestation is never a one-time incident for the victim. Children do not get over molestations as they do a virus. We are a country populated by millions of adult victims who continue to bear the emotional scars of childhood sexual abuse. The casualties of this generation of children increases daily. This is one of the reasons why I have set up this website for people to go and see how that they can be helped. It will be available. It is there. The information on the website takes you right from the beginning all the way through in a very supportive way. It supports you with virtually everything that you need to know. We all sometimes live in a false sense of security until someone we love is affected by this scourge. Only then do many of us wake up and look around at what is possible around us. That is not to say that we must live in a fear mode, but if we knew what to look out for and knew what the telltale signs are, we would be that much more empowered. We need to be aware of the following. Molestation occurs in all income and racial groups, from infancy through to adulthood. The majority of molesters are known by their victims. You may never know that your child is a victim, and many parents never know. The amount of times that I have been told that I am the first person that they have ever told about being sexually abused is just outstanding. It's amazing. Children are not likely to lie about sexual abuse. This is crucial. Children are not likely to lie about sexual abuse. If they tell you this kind of story, please investigate it. Children do not outgrow the traumatic effects of molestation, rape, or forced or unwanted sex. All of these have to be processed, which is why it is that this website has been created to help people to process this. Okay, so it's not only to help you or to help others, but when you find out this information on the web and you've come across this video and you've watched it, please refer it on to others that could benefit and refer them on to the website where it is then, and also to the Patreon Overcoming Sexual Abuse website. Children become adults, and unless the molestation is dealt with, it will haunt them in all of their future relationships. They simply cannot help it. It permeates and it infiltrates into that, and it has a negative effect on all relationships. A rape survey. In 1992, a rape survey conducted by the National Victim Center, this is in the USA, reported that 29% of all rapes occurred when the victim was less than 11 years old. Another 32% occurred between the ages of 11 and 17. I have seen subsequent surveys and everything, and the figures all stay roughly the same. in the last little while, because of social media, they have increased. Here's why they do it. What is the one thing we all look for in life and all through our lives? And that is love. If we were stranded on an island somewhere with no human contact, we would slowly become desperate for some form of human contact. We would crave that contact and frankly would do anything to get that contact. Romantic connection is the same. From a young age, we all start to seek that which is opposite to us. If we like the opposite sex, then we seek the opposite sex. If we like the same sex, then we seek the same sex. But with someone who is opposite to us, the masculine and feminine, it is natural. It is the way that we are all wired. So what I mean by this is that each one of us is attracted. So if we are predominantly, say in my case, predominantly male, I prefer women. Okay. Now, if I was same-sex orientated and I am predominantly a male, then it is I would look for a man who is predominantly female. And so that attraction would then happen between us. Now, the perpetrator is someone who cannot formulate and maintain a romantic relationship. This is because of the way that they grew up and perhaps had absent parents or disinterested parents or had dysfunctional parents. Or there could be some other reason involved. Either way, in the formative growing up years, they were never exposed to seeing or experiencing a functional relationship. The only thing they know about relationships is that there is sex involved. And they think that if they could just have that physical connection with another human being, then they could perhaps feel loved. Even if it means that they could just get that little drop, it would be better than nothing. The craving for that contact is so huge, they will do anything for it. They think sex is love. They think that love comes through that which is in your pants. They have no idea that love does not come from that in your pants, that it comes via the heart. In all cases of where I've worked with an abuser, the abuser is completely shut off from the heart and are unable to communicate their feelings. They even usually deny that they have feelings. They are feeling less, and yet they still crave that feeling of connection. As you heard, many are prepared to go the long haul to groom the child. It's like a means of foreplay for some. To get there is the goal. Slowly, slowly, catchy, catchy is the name of the game. Some abusers are alone in the world. They simply cannot manage a functional relationship or just a romantic relationship with someone their own age or similar age. They seek a younger child whom they can groom. Normally, they would seek a child who is neglected or is vulnerable in some way and then groom them. Sometimes the abuser has a husband or wife and perhaps kids, and yet they seek out children. This could be their own children, or external children, or just the children next door. If it is external, the partner has usually threatened them with reporting. This is the child that has been abused. Normally, in this case, the relationship has badly broken down and there is no to very little communication between the partners. Now, this is the perpetrator, okay? Nothing. Actually, there never really was any real communication. And communication, I'm talking about a heart-to-heart connection. Okay, it was never really there before because that kind of relationship is usually based on sex in the beginning. And when that petered out, the abuser starts looking for someone else whom they can take advantage of to get that connection. In all cases that I have dealt with, the abuser is feelings illiterate, meaning that they have no idea of their own feelings and how to communicate it. They are usually very happy to focus on someone out there, but certainly not on themselves. Some also see the abuse as a challenge for them to make the contact. All of this is to show the victim that this was something that they did not do anything wrong. It was just that they were in the wrong place at the right time and had no idea what was really going on around them and why someone would want to do this to them and why they want to do this. It is a huge craving to the abuser. In fact, from the abuser's perspective, he or she is looking for a body to do this. Any body will do. That is a body. Any body will do. And they will take anybody that makes it possible. From the abuser's perspective, it is the body connection that they're after, not the heart. It's just the body. For their belief is that the physical connection is love. And apparently, everyone is seeking it in their view. And in their view, particularly, women are desperate to get it. Sick, I know. These perpetrators simply have no idea about a heart-to-heart connection and how that works. In the videos from here on, we start to talk about how does the heart-to-heart connection work? How does the subconscious mind work? How do all of the things that are affected from the sexual abuse, things like no boundaries, inability to trust, nobody's going to believe you, people just want you for sex, you've shut down your feelings, you don't believe in others, you don't trust, you think the world is an unsafe place, you think that somebody's out there to get you. All of these things affect you in some way from an unconscious basis. These all need to be worked on and sorted out and relieved. You can do it. Please just work through the program. Please follow it in a logical process. Okay, all of them are numbered. OSA, start in OSA 1 And sometimes in each category, there are different videos in that category for you to watch. So it would be, so OSA 1, perhaps 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, then go to OSA 2, okay? Now each segment from OSA 1, 2, 3, going all the way up to 16 or 17, it is that they all designed in a step approach for you to watch and you to learn from. And it's a huge amount of information that you are going to be learning. Please take your time and work through it, one video at a time. When you've had enough, leave it for a while and then come back and look at the next one. I want to thank you for watching this video to the end. If you think that other people could be helped by this kind of program, please pass the information on to them. As I said in the statistics, 1 in 3 women have been sexually abused. 1 in 7 men have been sexually abused. There is a huge number of people that have been sexually abused. You definitely do know somebody that has done it. Please pass this information on to them. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.